Stop lagi. Wala oh. Good afternoon, everyone. This afternoon, we are going to discuss about environmental sustainability case study at Nestle. Nestle is one of the most reputable company in the world. Nestle's 2030 ambition is to strive for zero environmental impact in their operations and to achieve net zero greenhouse gas emissions by year 2050. Some of the key actions they're involved with include transforming their portfolio to launch more products with a better environmental impact that contribute to a healthier diet, scaling up initiatives in agriculture and reduce emissions, and using 100% electricity on all Nestle's sites. The R&D experts work to develop processes and tools that help them estimate their overall carbon footprint within a specific category or for a certain brand, and to make choices that will reduce it. So Nestle is not just a reputable company. They also value the environment, and they are doing its best to perform their operations in environmental friendly manner. They launch a portfolio that will benefit the environment and contribute to a healthier life. And they also has initiatives in agriculture to reduce emissions, and they are using 100% electricity in all their sites. That's all.
Good afternoon, everyone. Nestle Packaging expect we adapted our existing manufacturing lines to allow for the careful handling that is required to paper while also ensuring recyclability across of new formats. We are also accelerating that shift toward sustainable packaging by developing new, more environmentally friendly packaging materials. That's all.
So the Nestle, their aim is to grow their business while reducing their impacts on the environment. So they are committed to reducing greenhouse gas emissions, using resource efficiently and encouraging biodiversity in the areas where they operate. So Nestle is a fundamental purpose is to meet needs of its customers and consumers for quality food product that offer value for money. So by doing this successfully, they generate long-term sustainable economic result and develop for all those with a stake in the business. According to data, the global market for bottled water includes over 200 billion liters, which position is as the most dynamic sector in the market for refreshment beverages. So the issue of the waste also coincides with the tons of waste that ends up in landfills. Through the agricultural process, millions of materials are used as essential garbage. So that's the ends and challenges in Nestle company. So Nestle as well as other companies are heading down the path of trying to reduce their waste to 0%. It is necessary to be environmentally sustainable. Various solutions can be taken. So this includes turning waste into raw materials that help in reducing the toxicity and the volume of waste. By managing waste, such as organic waste used in agriculture, it helps in feeding the soil for business, residents, and farms. So the plan of zero is a goal and process that includes taking another approach to waste management, making recycling and collection more efficient. There are many solutions, while one does not solve the entire problems. So education always as well as the sustainable strategies go a long way in correcting the problems of plastic bottles in the environment. So in reflecting the issues and solutions, they are both reasonable as well as doable. Solution that help to solve the issues that impact the global environment. So through the solution that takes steps toward providing a sustainable method, it creates a domino effect in which other large and small companies follow. Even though many businesses are creating their trends towards sustainability, so experts should provide them with recommendation to even further increase in environmental friendliness.
Good afternoon, everyone. To continue the Nestle, this work is being driven by Nestle Institute of Packaging Science, the first organization of its kind in the foods industry. It is instrumental in helping us to meet our commitment. That's all. Nestle packaging will be recyclable by 2025 in close collaboration with our global R&D network, academic partners, suppliers, and startups. The institute is evaluating the safety and functionality of sustainable packaging materials. Working with experts at our development center, our suppliers. That's all.
So, hello everyone. Ay, wow kayo. Okay, environmental sustainability at Nestle case study. My research, this topic is all about Nestle Research and Development Centers have two primary objectives: to create new products and process and to improve those that already exist. In order to have environmental sustainability being more and more built into products, our sustainability by design program systematic assess and optimizes the environmental performance across the entire value chain and to the earliest stage in the development of a new and innovative products. Sourcing of raw materials. Nestle source its raw materials either directly from farmers or from primary processor or traders. We prefer to use agricultural materials which are locally available. We foster environmental sustainable in the supply chain through manufacturing. Sorry ha. Madunggan ako ninyo guys. Madunggan ba ko? Manufacturing. Commercialize all processes that are necessary to transform perishable raw materials into safe value-added food products for consumers. Building in the ISO, na part sila sa ISO, 14001 certification of our factories, we aim to do more or less by eliminating all types of waste with a key focus on what is valuable for both the environmental and our consumer. And the last, corporate communication. Communication on the topic of environmental sustainability is an increasingly important part of our corporate communication, involving media relation and engagement with non-governmental organization and public authorization. And that's mura to akong ma-share nga gamay nga topic about ito nga topic sa environmental sustainability of Nestle. Ako ang ihatag sa thank you.
So, the Nestle, they are optimizing their packaging volume and weight that leads to the sustainability. So, they are locking the solution in applying sustainable programs that reduce the packaging weight and overall reducing the impacts on the environment. So, the Nestle company also facing challenges. And the number one problem is the effects or the environmental issues. So they are just aiming to grow business and also reducing the impacts on the environment. So do you think that Nestle company are committed to reduce the greenhouse gas emission?
I think about the Nestle.
So using resources efficiently and encouraging biodiversity in the areas where they operate. So they are committed.
Yes, they
So
are committed.
guys, any addition?
Um, Nestle company is like what Miss Pavilion said, is a company that is committed to protect the environment, at the same time improve their business. They are using their resources more efficiently. They are delivering in key areas like in renewable energy, water, and waste disposal.
So not just Nestle company who trying their best to reduce 0% waste. So it is necessary to be environmentally sustainable. So the Nestle company also trying to heading down the path of
Yes,
trying to reduce the waste. So there are many solutions, but there's one problem that they can't solve. This is waste.
yes, but
They
the
can't
company,
make the waste 0%, I think.
yes, but they have the company has an ambition that by year
So
2030.
they show many strategies to show how they solve that problem, but I think Leslie also are sustainable.
um the company has an ambition to strive for a zero environmental impact in their operations by year 2030. So as of now, we can say that the company is not completely what do you call this, environmental impact free, but they had an ambition by year 2030 and 2050 to achieve net zero greenhouse gas emissions and zero environmental impact. So I could say that the company is committed to improve their environmental sustainability, as it is undeniably they are one of the most um, largest company in the world that produces our the people's favorite products. But of course, like other companies, there are things that needs to be fixed in its operations, and Nestle, I think, is doing its best to address the issues. The thing is, they just need time to create solutions, or they already had a solution, but of course they can't do it instantly. They need more time, so that's why they create a time frame by year 2030 and up to year 2050.
Any addition, guys? Naretso na ba nato ang time?
I think na-reach mo na ako ang time na 3:15. 3:30 pa nung start, 3:15 ang time. So, na pa natin
Okay. So let's end this topic. And that's all for today. Thank you.